little 60 piece. That's only the neck though.
Last night a bitch nigga shot a real nigga, but we don't make no diss records, we just deal with it. Plus I be going through a lot, I never talk about it, and they using niggas songs in court, so I can't talk about it. Rap niggas think I'm dumb, like I don't see the play. I let them think they got the ups, then get them out the way. On FaceTime, my brother telling me he shot my mama, telling me to chill, but I know he seen that nigga face. But that's enough about that part. Talking about respect, well it's a must about that part. Playing with my money, well then it's up about that part. Cause when it's time to play ball, don't give a fuck about that part. They know I'm that nigga when they see me. Her man crush been a hater and her little brother won't beat me. Her friend been on my dick since I was passing out CDs. Her baby daddy a mark and her boyfriend probably a weenie. 3,300 on my book bag. Left some niggas in the past, but I don't look back. Shit kinda different, I ain't the man that I was. I seen death in too many forms and I ain't never really shook that. Don't let him rock you to sleep, true colors better believe him. I know that God got me, but I be riding with my reaper. Praying with my kids and even then I got my heater. And I be stepping so hard, this hoes in $1,000 sneakers. Take your bitch when I meet her and you ain't seen her in about 3 days. Knew I was a threat, I passed that stick like a relay. Spin it back to back, it's like a motherfucking replay. Turn your son into a bitch when I shoot, I think I'm D-Wade. Told him I'm a savage, if I want it, I'ma have it. Playing with my lettuce, cook your head like a cabbage. Tell them that I'm rich and I'm solid, that's the advantage. Bitch, bad kids, fresh little nigga, you can't stand it. Tell them big checks, yardsticks, not a ruler. All I smoke is ops and I don't never smoke a hookah. Looking for a blessing that's worth it, Jesus and Judas. Tell them niggas game 6, my whole team full of shooters. I slide on a nigga like a motherfucking flip-flop. Pressure on your homie and I promise he a flip-flop. Talking that wooty-woo, something. I know the police listen, so I ain't really saying nothing. I know these niggas envy, they can't manage how they feel. Jealousy's for bitches, you niggas pussy for real. A nigga get the drop and he happen to shoot. First we heal up and get back, we ain't going on the shirt, I swear to God, nigga.
That wooty-woo, something. I know the police listening, so I ain't saying nothing. Talking that wooty-woo, something. Nigga, cock back and aim and leave you bleeding where you running, swear to God, nigga.
There's a few different ways we could take this, but I find it very interesting. Sauce Walker issued a statement about Mexican OT. Mexican OT basically went on Angela Yee's podcast and said that
he was disrespectful. Whoever that black dude in there, you's a bitch.
Oh, was there a black?
Whoever that black dude that was in that room, you's a coward.
Okay, but for the people that haven't seen the clip, Mexican OT basically said, yes, I say the N-word. Who's gonna do something about it?
Listen.
It wasn't crazy that he said it. It was crazy that he said it to a black woman with nobody else in the room to really defend the situation. That's what made it extremely weird. What's the deal, y'all? We're Trap at TNN Trap News Network. Back in the same, like cracking the same here at TNN Trap News Network. Good news you can use. I get an Alejito. You ain't finna get nobody's Alejito, big dog. Tap in with the tap in to make sure you're in fact tapped in with that good tap in with everything we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. It's that news you can use. It's that Alejito. You're not finna get nobody's Alejito, big dog. Tap in with the tap in to make sure you're in fact tapped in with that tap in. We've been jumping to this content, man. Mexican OT versus Sauce Walker. Adam and Rat Runner. Speak on it. Let's get into it. Let's go.
We didn't even, okay, cool, right? But when he said, I wish it was a black dude in here right now. And they said, oh, there's one there right there. Okay, well, what are you going to do about it, right? At that point in time, you crossed the line. Straight up.
But that's basically what Jin Lee says, too.
Huh?
That's what Jin Lee says.
What, he don't say, it's a black dude in here? Who going to do something about it?
He said, if you don't like it, we can punch about it.
That's cool. But he
I don't understand why we keep excusing other races to say the N-word, but all right, whatever.
Doesn't go out his way and say, is there any black people in here?
Yeah,
dude probably over there minding his business. It's too aggressive. You know, it was just too much. It was too much. You know what I'm saying? I heard what Sauce Walker said.
So Sauce Walker said that asking a Mexican not to say the N-word is like asking a black man not to eat a taco.
That don't even make sense.
So I said on my story something like, I'm laughing out loud thinking about the idea of people at home sitting there and reading this and thinking that it's a good point, because it's obviously like the dumbest fucking point.
Yeah, that don't make sense.
Anyone can eat any food. There's nothing racist about eating a food.
There's nothing racist about food at all.
There is something racist about using a racial slur.
Or how you use the food and what you're talking about. So we got a white person tell somebody black, like, what you have for breakfast this day? Chicken and watermelon? We know what you're talking about.
Well, the assumption is always going to be offensive.
We know what you're talking about. And we got a Hispanic that's involved in the accident, he rear ends you, and you jump out and say, what the fuck are you doing? Eating tacos? You wasn't paying attention. You get what I'm saying?
All right.
You know, if it's an Asian dude,
Well, food can definitely be using a racial term when you look at it like that, then, I guess.
everybody can say some weird shit in a weird way to where it means something disrespectful. Or you could just be having a conversation and say, hey, bro, it's Taco Tuesday, bro. We finna pull up to the thing. We're going to have a good time. You know, you're not being disrespectful.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So I just think dude saying nigga, I get what he's saying. He grew up around him. It's like a universal word. I walk in the store, you hear, hey, my nigga, grab me some chips. They don't be black, right? But the way he did it, somebody, I wish somebody black was in here.
By confronting, I completely understand why it was considered offensive, but because by challenging or questioning a random black guy, like kind of sort of low-key punking him out.
It was crazy.
I can understand why that didn't go.
I don't know, OT dude, got nothing against him. I believe I seen him doing a freestyle or drop the mic or something. He was hard and all that.
Yeah.
But other than that, that was a little, and I think when he looks back at it, he gonna be able to see like, all right, I see what they saying with that. As far as him saying the N-word or what's up, my nigga, to his people, I don't.
But Sauce Walker kind of clout chased off me because he took the fact that I commented it on my story and he then did this.
Well, yeah, Sauce Walker don't like you. Sauce Walker has an issue with everything that you do. And everything you do is going to be an issue as long as you continue to mention him in everything that you do. You got to continue to be a non-biased factor. You got to continue to be a journalist, or you could be in your feelings and your emotions and get caught up in other people's feelings and their emotions.
Huge Instagram rant as if like I'm in the wrong for making fun of his nonsensical statement. But he did acknowledge that, it was great that I was going to all these neighborhoods in Houston and doing content and everything like that.
Yeah, but Sauce told me you did something to Sauce. Remember when he came in here and I got him to come over here to the table?
All I said was that I wanted to do an interview with him and crack a paint.
Oh, some lean.
A lean, yes.
Does he drink lean?
A lot. Probably a lot more than me.
He probably took that personal.
He took it as like me, little boy and him, / saying something kind of racialized.
But Sauce was crazy. The way you took Adam saying that, because if it would have been a black dude said it, you wouldn't have a problem with it. It's the same way we took OT saying how he said it.
But then, here goes the thing too. You said it you said it with a racial undertone, bro. That's what makes it all tricky. You said it with a racial undertone. You said it because you were trying to belittle him for being this, junkie and all that. And it looks bad for you being a white man saying that to a black man.
I wish it was a black in here.
Well, Sauce did call out Mexican OT for saying that, even though he also said that he thinks the Mexicans have every right to say it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't trip it because it's like, on the streets. Now in jail, it's a little different. The Mexicans police themselves out here. Mm-hmm. They don't even allow their people to really say that like that because they don't want us to start saying shit. You get what I'm saying? But I don't really trip it. It's like it's like a universal word, bro. It's like, if it ain't the hard ER, I really don't hear.
So you think that the black people who are offended by Mexicans saying it need to just kind of shut the fuck up and move on?
No, that's definitely offensive because there's no reason where Mexicans should be saying the N-word, bro.
That's fair.
It's their upbringing.
Right. But do you think that overall your advice, like, okay, let's say you had an artist, a strong, proud black woman, a Doechii type, and she's outspoken about not like
a Doechii type is sick.
Mexican people saying the N-word. Are you as her manager saying, listen, you got to give this one up?
Nah, because you're dealing with a different type of mentality.
It would be very awkward, but that would be my advice to her. Is like, you're not winning this fight, and this is a huge percentage of your fan base. It wouldn't hit the same
street
coming
mentality.
From me,
understand is, you know why? Because a black dude from the streets, I'd say to a Mexican in a minute, hey, my nigga, you got a cigarette? Hey, my nigga, you got change for 100? Just in talk, regular talk, not thinking nothing about it.
They'll say that to a white guy, too.
They'll say it. Now, I think they're more prone to say it to a Hispanic.
Yeah, because they feel at least like we're minorities. We're not white people.
Or Asian,
we have more in common
before
than
he says that to a white dude, right?
Right.
So I don't, unless he's using it in a way that I feel is aggressive or too assertive, I don't hear it as that.
But the question is like, should black people as a group
No, I think
unite and just say, okay, we're not going to fight this, or should they continue to fight it? Because I feel like there needs to be a clear strategy.
Listen, what makes black people so beautiful is that.
I mean, it's gonna always be some mixed reviews on the whole like N-word thing. Some people will feel like yes, some people will feel like no, some people feel like do, some people feel like don't. You feel me? It depends. It's a tricky situation.
We're all different, so I think the black people that don't care. Mm-hmm. The black people that want to speak against it, speak against it. The black people that's whatever, right? And all of that together is what makes you see that. You see, look at that. That's crazy.
She's letting them hang out today, yeah.
It's crazy. You see that? Right? So, at the end of the day, I think the black people should continue to do what they do. Don't you? You continue to speak against it. Shout out TDE. And then the other people could continue to embrace it. I personally don't care. You know what I'm saying? Unless you use it in a
I don't actually know that
way.
Doechii gives a shit about that, for the record.
Yeah, and you know, unless you use it in a disrespectful way.
Got it. Okay, speaking of Mexicans, our boy Swifty Blue.
All right, man, we up out here to the next one. Y'all know the deal. Those red dots to the left. Y'all know the rest. Free Avenue Angel tweets free. We go.